You may have already finished your school career, or you're right in the thick of it. Wherever you're getting your education from, there are always a long list of rules and regulations that you have to follow. Today, we have a look at some of the stranger school rules, and if yours is crazy, please do add it in the comments later. Number 32, BFFs. That little acronym will not find its way on letters being delivered between two besties during the middle of class. Why? Because some schools in England have a rule that forbids pupils to have a best friend in school. Some teachers, psychologists, and even parents believe that it makes kids grow up to be more well-adjusted and nobody feels left out. Kind of sad, because many best friend relationships push through for life, and there's nothing better than having that one special friend who loves you, despite your faults, and knows everything about you. Number 31, it's playtime. In Germany, children entering first grade receive a giant cone stuffed with toys. The concept is called Schultüte, and it's been happening forever. It's a sign of the change of status in their life. It only happens in first grade though, and never again, so don't go rushing to move to Germany. Number 30, hugs make everything better. Except at one school in Australia, where hugs have been deemed dangerous and are banned. They have a no hugging rule, because apparently some kids have gotten injured due to over-enthusiastic hugs. So what do you do when you want to comfort a child? We feel a little sorry for them. Number 29, just a little luck. Schools in Japan are pretty strict and the pupils receive a lot of discipline, but they're also rather spiritual and students are allowed to wear one good luck bracelet. Don't even try bending the rules, as wearing more than one is considered cheating. If you really need a little extra luck, maybe you can hide an extra one in your pencil bag. Number 28, messy eater. A woman named Holly Richardson submitted a story on Facebook about a crazy school rule that began thanks to her messy eater friend. Her friend was renowned for spilling yogurt on her desk, so the school banned the kids from bringing yogurts to school. The rule has been in place for 12 years already. Number 27, the clean team. This is a school rule that many parents have expressed their desire to see implemented in their own schools. In Japan, they don't employ cleaning staff, but it's the students' responsibility to clean up after the school day. They mop, dust, sweep, and even clean the bathrooms. The Japanese schooling system believes it teaches them the value of cleanliness, and we couldn't agree more. Number 26, keeping things natural. Students in Tokyo are banned from dyeing their hair. Even if it's a natural color, they may not do it. If a teacher suspects there's been a color change, they can request a photograph from the pupil's parents. Number 25, carrying heavy. When backpacks were banned in 2014 in New York high schools, it was not done out of concern for the extra weight on the student's back, but rather they were trying to protect themselves from any potential threats. A lot can be hidden in backpacks. Schools were also struggling with students bringing in illegal goods, so the banning of backpacks seemed the obvious choice. Number 24, hold the ketchup. School canteens in the US have ketchup as a staple, but that's not the case in France. Ketchup is illegal in school. Seems like students were using way too much of the good stuff, drowning their food in it. It was said that the ketchup compromised the integrity of traditional French cuisine and that it was too American. No word if that rule will ever be lifted. Number 23, it's the weekend. Japanese students had it hard, and up to 1992, weekends were only one day long. The government then decided students needed more time to relax, so they changed it to 2 days. However, many schools still don't follow that rule, and classes are held 6 days of the week. Number 22, they're only words. Not according to the New York Department of Education, who have gone ahead and banned certain words from being used in standardized tests issued by the city. Some of the words include poverty, divorce, and disease, as those words could bring up painful memories for children. The other word is birthday, as it might make Jehovah's Witnesses feel uncomfortable, because they don't celebrate birthdays. Number 21, sweet tooth. Massachusetts schools made a big decision when they banned all bake sales. Their reasoning is sound. They were trying to help curb childhood obesity. However, the parents were not happy and said it wasn't up to the school to act like the food police. Number 20, purple penguins. You can accept the reasoning behind Nebraska's decision to ban the words boy and girl to describe gender, because where do transgender students fit in with those definitions? Teachers were requested to use gender-neutral terms like campers, kids, students, and so on. But some reports have stated that they've been asked to refer to the kids as purple penguins. If you are in the Nebraska area, please do shed some light on this information for us. Number 19, snakes alive. Sadly, no reason was given for this bizarre school rule, but a girl named Sierra Doherty said that her school banned the word snake. Wouldn't you love to know why? Number 18, not on our watch. High schools in Japan do not allow students to date each other, as they believe it will distract them from their studies. Number 17, color my world, just not in red. In many schools, teachers are no longer allowed to use the color red to mark tests or papers. This is because red is seen as a threatening color, and many believe that the red ink can even harm children on a psychological level. They believe it demotivates pupils and causes them to feel fear and pressure. Instead, teachers can use green, pink, yellow, purple, or blue to mark with, as those colors are much calmer and relaxing. Number 16, Fiveaside. I guess this school will never be playing five-a-side football. One particular school believes that when kids are in groups of 5, that's when all the bad things begin to happen. So, students may no longer be in groups of 5 or more. Number 15, nap time. Can you just imagine hearing these words during the middle of your school day? They must sound like heaven. Or maybe we're just getting old. In China, it's believed that napping is important to the development of children. So, 30-minute naps during the school day are the norm. The only concern is that the small children sleep on their hard desks, and it's not at all good for their muscle or spinal development. Number 14, raise your hands. For decades, students who know the answer to a question simply raised their hands in class, but not in this school in Nottinghamshire. There, it's forbidden to do so because they believe it's always the same kids who raise their hands. So, what is their solution? Well, much to the dismay of most students, the teacher can ask anyone. We're not sure what you think, but we think this is way worse. Imagine sitting in fear, hoping like mad the teacher does not pick you, and then the one answer you actually did know, you didn't get a chance to show off. No thanks. Number 13, kids will be kids. Be glad you didn't go to this school in Australia, who have banned children from doing cartwheels. The only time a pupil may do a cartwheel is under the supervision of a trained gymnastics instructor. Guess kids won't be kids after all. Number 12, let's connect. Just don't throw any high fives. Who knows what kind of trouble you could find yourself in. High fives are banned from some schools in California, Connecticut, Florida, as well as Cambridge and England. It's part of their no-touching rule, so if you want to high-five someone, best you do it after school and far away from the school grounds. Although the chances of that feel-good moment having passed by then is 100%. Number 11, everybody's favorite dinosaur. This was an entry from someone online who says that when he was at school, they had a rule banning anybody from pretending to be Barney the dinosaur. You really have to wonder what happened in the school for them to enforce such a crazy rule. Number 10, a little goes a long way. Although, when you're young, you don't always realize that. One particular school in Pennsylvania had to Axe body spray because one poor student had a severe allergic reaction to the spray and was rushed to the hospital. Other schools have banned deodorants altogether because teenagers tend to overspray, and besides allergic reactions, fire alarms have even gone off due to overspraying. Number 9, dodgy rules. Dodgeball has been banned in some schools in New Hampshire, along with other human target sports. They believe it's too violent and is also a form of bullying. Number 8, Merry Christmas. Pretty normal words to use around Christmas time, but don't even dare to think about using them if you attend Nichols Elementary School in Frisco, Texas. They have banned any reference to Christmas, including the colors green and red, at their annual winter party. They were planning to enforce a celebration that had no religious affiliation, but this rule has actively gone against the state's Merry Christmas bill, which gives teachers and pupils the permission to openly enjoy the Christmas celebrations. There was a lot of controversy, as you can imagine, and despite a lot of media attention, the school have stood their ground with this strict school rule. Number 7, nothing to bleed about. Submitted by Sam Hampshire on Facebook, she added that her school banned pupils from making sheep noises. Seems like pupils were constantly bleeding, and the school had enough, so it was banned. Number 6, hold it in. There's a high school in Chicago that only allows students to use the bathroom 3 times during class throughout the entire semester. The students have to wait until the end of the day. The principal told parents that the pupils were using the bathroom as an excuse to miss class. Number 5, really crazy. A New Jersey school has banned bikes, citing safety and liability issues. We think they may have forgotten the health benefits of riding bikes. Number 4, hold your applause. No, really, hold your applause. No clapping is allowed at this school. They did have an appropriate reason though. For some bizarre reason, when someone in the school started clapping, the whole school would start clapping, and it infuriated the principal, who then banned clapping for good. Number 3, punishment to fit the crime. Unlike our earlier entry where kids were banned from doing cartwheels, some Asian schools have been known to dish out handstands as punishment for being late or talking in class. Other punishments include push-ups, running, or keeping their hands in the air. Number 2, not the fashion police. But one school in Pennsylvania has banned UGG boots. The reason? Girls were bringing in cell phones and other items that were strictly banned in the school. Number 1. Laugh out loud. No shortcuts in this school. A Georgia school has banned acronyms, so anything from LOL to BFF to LMAO are not allowed. Students were asked to sign a pledge promising not to use any acronyms in their yearbook. Wish we could say it was just JK, but it's the truth. Do you have an odd school rule when you were in school? If so, tell us about it in the comments below and subscribe to our channel for more fun videos just like this. Thanks for watching.